Last episode, we took on Liverpool in the semi-finals of the FA Cup. As you can see, Bruno Fernandes almost scored an incredible free kick to start the game off with. However, this game was a very, very close one. Going towards the end of the game, as you can see, it was 70 minutes until we scored our first goal. But after that, we did score another goal. As you can see, running through, we scored again with Gyökeres showing his class to make it 2-0. And later in the game, we scored a third goal to make it 3-0 to see ourselves go through to the final. Then after that, we took on Real Madrid in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, obviously the Kings of the Champions League. And you see, we played away from home at the Bernabeu, and we absolutely demolished them. Demolished them is what I meant to say there. Mixed two words together. We beat them 5-1, sorry, and then we soon the rest of the game. And after that, we took on the city rivals in Atletico Madrid and did the exact same to them, proving that Man United are not only back, but we're here to dominate and win the Champions League this season. And well, this episode, this is series finale, so let's get into it here in a second. Now, as you can see, we did demolish them, beating them 3-0 in the first leg. Let's get into today's episode and hopefully win the Champions League. And to start today's episode off, we're going to take on Brentford in a home game here. As you can see, if we win this game, we are mathematically crowned champions of the Premier League and will be handed the trophy at Old Trafford for a second season in a row. That is because Liverpool have played 36 games. And if we win this game, we have played 35. We'll be on 85 points. Liverpool have 6 points that goes after that one. If they win both those games, the max points they can reach is 84. So we can win this game against Brentford and lose the rest of the games in the season, and it won't matter as we'll win the championship or we'll win the Premier League title basically. But also, after that, we take on Spurs in the FA Cup final, and most importantly, it's a Manchester derby in the final of the Champions League. So get into today's episode, which should be a big one, and also drop in the comments down below what team I should do my next criminal with. Kind of been thinking about doing a Juventus criminal because they won't be licensed in SC26. It's going to be Piemonte Calcio again. So we could go to Italy, do maybe Juventus, Roma, Napoli, some great teams over there to do that. We haven't touched Italy, I don't think, this year in Como, so we could go over there and do a Como with them. Oh, we did Como actually. We could do another Italy side, or we could go to Spain, do Real Madrid, Barcelona, somewhere like that, or go to Germany, do RTG with like 1860 Munich, or do a big team like obviously Bayern Munich or something like that. We'll drop in the comments down below where we should go next for the next career mode, whether we should go to Italy or anywhere else basically. Drop in the comments down below. Let's get into the game against Brentford and hopefully win this game and lift the Premier League trophy for a second season in a row. And Bumo. Looking for Gyökeres. Gyökeres can't get to it. Lindelof heads it clear. That we have absolutely demolished. But Brentford so far, 20 minutes in. Looking like a hard team to break down here. Thiago Tomas. Who passes the ball straight to Yoro. Interesting decision there. In here to Thiago Tomas. Johan Visa. Blocked by Brentford. But Swag going to go through. But thankfully, they don't score in the end. Cunha making a run. Gyökeres. Maybe can get the end of this one. It's a little bit overhit, but we can maybe flick it back on. There we go. And now ball comes to Bruno Fernandes. He hits it. Bruno blocked. He's Mateusz Cunha. Gyökeres plays it through to Mateusz Cunha. We can return it back to Gyökeres to make it 1-0. Gyökeres hits the post on Bruno. Can't put it in because Ricky Henderson stops him there. And Bumo. So a quiet game against his former team. He's got room to roam here. And Bumo. Cunha, at Brentford here, I'll be in the hardest challenge of this whole series. This is through. Martinez will save. Oh, come on, lads, man. You can't beat. Like I said, you can't beat Real Madrid 4-1 and struggle to beat Brentford. Here we go, Gyökeres. You better score. There we go. It's taken us over an hour to score, but we finally have done so. It's been such a frustrating game, man. Brentford are just, I say defended well, but it's been have had a little bit of luck going their way. They're winning every single challenge they've put in so far, but right here, Gyökeres finally found a bit of space and blasts it into the back of the net past Kelleher to make it 1-0 to us. And I swear, if Brentford score straight from kickoff, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I swear. Come on, let's get the ball off them. Thank you, Ugarte. That's a free kick, referee. No yellow card for that challenge is insane. It's a Glover. Need from a little man at this point. Sending for Brentford here, who hits it from range, and that's almost a great goal from him. Bruno Fernandes. Looking for Gyökeres over the top. Gyökeres first time volleys it in the back of the net. There we go. Class shows through in the end. As we take a 2-0 lead. Gyökeres finally in the later stages getting a bit of room for himself, scoring 2 goals. But the ball by Bruno is incredible to find him. I'm going to miss that about in the next scrummage. We're going to miss the over-the-top through balls by Bruno with a play style plus. It's going to be harder to score goals like that without that play style, but it is where it is. It was a great finish here by Gyökeres to make it 2-0. Blocked here by Davies, and that's going to be a corner for them with 1 minute left of the game. Will they get a consolation goal for themselves and ruin a clean sheet, or would it be over as Martinez and Bruno clears? And well, Mane would have been away there, but it's a 2-0 victory. And let's cut to the trophy lift we should be getting here in a second. And we're back-to-back seasons. We've been crowned champions of the Premier League and we've been crowned champions of the Carabao Cup back-to-back. Next up is the FA Cup to try and do the same in that final at Wembley. We've won the Premier League here for 2 seasons in a row, which you'd love to see. And this season was a bit more tougher than last season, but nonetheless, we managed to win the title as Bruno gets to lift it for a second time as Man United captain, in 2 seasons. We've won the same trophy twice for 2 competitions. Let's get into the FA Cup final and hopefully go back-to-back in that one as well. Then move into the biggest one of them all, the Champions League, and hopefully lift that one to end the episode. But one more trophy lift before we get into the FA Cup final. We might as well. And while the results don't matter at this point, we get a 3-2 victory up against Forest with Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, and also Fernandes getting a brace in this game. Let's get into the FA Cup final and hopefully beat Spurs to lift that trophy. And well, for the FA Cup final, we're taking on Spurs here. And if we do win this trophy, like I said, it's back-to-back treble secured and possibly quadruple on the line in this episode. Let's get into this one though at Wembley and hopefully lift another FA Cup in this series here. Not too woman did use me, was a great player. Davies does foul him there, but Diblin's still going. Ferran Torres can't win the header. And that's going to be cleared by Mbeumo to Bruno Fernandes, who runs straight low into Bentancur. Incredible there to get down the wing. But he's an option in the box, and he can't get in there because there's no striker making the run into the box when you need him to. There's Bergvall in the centre to keep an eye on. And he's actually found him, the Swedishman. Looks for the chip, but I did read that and Yoro clears off the line. Player like he was for us in the Spurs series. He cuts it back. Son. Oh no, he's done more there. Great save from Martinez. Oh, Ferran Torres is somehow going through here. He's going all the way. Ferran Torres. It's 1-0 Spurs, 20 minutes in. Not happening like this. We're not losing the quadruple to Spurs. That was meant for Cunha, but you know. And Mbeumo. Bury it. Oh, I've got to just shoot, man. Like, why are you taking 10 years to just look at the ball? Why should Spencer able to make that challenge there before you even get a shot away? Cunha now. Again, you need to make the run before get into here. And that's going to be a penalty given away by Spurs rather stupidly by, I believe, Pedro Porro, who gets a yellow card for his trouble. I'm not sure why he's trying to dispute it. He had no reason to make the challenge. It's an awful challenge there from him. And Bruno did score against him last episode. Can he score against him again? We'll repeat the penalty, top left. And he buries again, even better than last time. To put us back level in this game, Pedro Porro just threw for Spurs there, man. Why did he even make that challenge? He had no reason to do so. He was going nowhere with Cunha. I could have shot, but Kinski would have made the save, most likely at that position. But he took him down, gave away the pen, and has now put himself on eggshells for the rest of the game. And put us back level in this one. Bruno Fernandes. Through the centre to Gyökeres. Spurs have opened up massively here. And Gyökeres doesn't make him pay as Kinski makes a fantastic save there. Now Bruno Fernandes for that shot from here. Bruno denied by Kinski again. Now Bruno Fernandes inside. And somehow, what just happened here, man? Like, how did the ball go behind Bruno when he's running with it at pace towards the goal? What has happened? Maddison now. Has your goal not intercepted that? Great challenge there though. Now, here we go on the attack. Bruno plays it forward into Brian Mbeumo. His last involvement in the game here, possibly to put us ahead. And he's done so. And we'll bring on Diallo after this. And also Newstead on the left. And maybe I might even bring on Armada at Cam. Because, well, seeing Bruno lift another FA Cup, we don't need to see it. But seeing him lift the Champions League is more important. So I'll take Bruno off and rest him for the Champions League game, even though it's like a 2-week gap in between. But, you know, we'll at least give him a break in this game. He's done his job. And Mbeumo does his job here and buries it to make it 2-1 and puts us in the lead in this game in Armada. And Diallo, and SCR7's found his way through. Ferreira to score in the FA Cup final. Someone's cursed him, man. After that Bristol game, someone's cursed him. Running to the byline then, Whitson across, but that's going to be overhead. And Dallo can get it to Diallo. And Diallo can look to send Ferreira through. He can't really find a way through, but Armada can hold it up and play it back through to him. Can this time he score? Ferreira, this time he does so. Armada with another assist to his name since bringing him in. He's been a great super sub off the bench. Obviously, he will be a player that's heavily linked to a bunch of big teams in Europe this season. And Ferreira here gets a goal in the FA Cup final. And the next Ronaldo scores here to make a name for himself. And getting himself on the score sheet of a winning team in the FA Cup final at Wembley. It's a big moment for him. And a big moment for us as well, because we've got two goals clear in this game. And that should be the game, hopefully, wrapped up. Diallo. Diallo here. I love that. Ferreira buries it as well. It's 4-1. Ferreira at the double, and Diallo with the assist. I'm surprised that worked there with Diallo. When I played that ball across to Ferreira, I thought it wasn't going to work, but it surprisingly did. And he gets a brace in this game. He could have a hat-trick if he scored that first goal, but it's a brace, as you can see, through the bodies there, he gets through, and Ferreira under pressure does well to hold it up. And I find the back of the net there against Van der Ven. Manu intercepts again. Everyone is trying to get him his hat-trick. He couldn't get one against Bristol because it kept going against him ever since he got the 2 goals, but Diallo here. Ferreira, one touch, hits it, Kinski, good save. Diallo now. Here's Ferreira. Ferreira, finesse. Oh, what a finish for the hat-trick. If anyone was in doubt that this is the next Ronaldo-type player, he just has to watch this game. He came on, the 65th minute? And he got a hat-trick in 20 minutes of football. And not only that, scored some great goals in the process. As that finish there is world class. The movement, the finish, everything. And Ferreira has just put his name up in lights. Even Son. How in the world did he get through there? The Son, Martinez could save. Now Nusa has had nothing to do in this game since coming on. Antonio Nusa, but he's running at Pedro Porro here. Last minute of the game here, trying to get himself a goal here maybe. Gareth Bale style, going running outside with his pace, cutting inside. But the shot was delayed, and there we go, it's over. 5-1 victory at Wembley. A hat-trick for the next Ronaldo off the bench. And let's cut to another trophy list and see Martinez lift the FA Cup. And then get into the Champions League final up against Man City. And hopefully lift that one as well. And more back-to-back trebles has just been completed. Whilst the quadruple is up next. To go one step further than last season. To end this series off in the biggest high possible. We're going to get into the Champions League final. Up against Manchester City. The Manchester derby in the biggest game of the season for us. It's even bigger because of that derby. But Emiliano Martinez lifts the FA Cup here. For a second season in a row, we're crowned champions. Well, we won the domestic treble. Let's hopefully add the quadruple. We'll make it a quadruple. And add the Champions League to the celebrations here. Let's get into the UCL final up against what looks like a very tough Man City team, considering they're 5th in the Prem, but have made it to the UCL final. Let's see how good of a team they have, and if we can beat them to become champions of Europe. Away at Everton, we keep an undefeated streak. Lafayette Djurka's rescued us last minute after McNeil scored. Djurka scored to make it 2-2. getting a brace in this game as Cunha got red carded, so we can't play the final game of the season against Man City. But let's get into that one, sim that one as well, and then get into the UCL final against Man City. And it's not going to be it's not going to be an undefeated season. Last season we only lost one game. This season we do lose one game as well. As this hopefully is not going to be an omen for what happens in the UCL finals. Man City beat us here 3-1 at home and away from home for them with Shirky, Nico Gonzalez, and also Echeverri getting goals for them. Let's get into the UCL final, check out their team, and hopefully avenge this loss here and win the Champions League. And well, here is a look at the Man City team we're going to be taking on here in the final with the Champions League. That's Shirky, obviously Ait Nouri, Echeverri, some great players in the team. Haaland, Nico Gonzalez, Rodri as well, Rudiger, and Marquinhos as the back line. Kabore playing right back is interesting. Let's get into this game and hopefully become champions of Europe once again and beat Man City in the final here to once again reclaim the throne of Europe. So we're playing at the Bernabeu, as you can see. So a stadium that's treated as well. This season we'll beat Real Madrid 4-1 here, so hopefully we can put up a similar performance in this one against City here, as Cunha is dispossessed there. They're not playing Kabore at right back, they're probably playing John Stones maybe at right back, which is interesting. That's Haaland. Oh no, Haaland's gone through there. That's great winner from here. Martinez, big save needed from you, and Martinez has made the massive save. But they somehow still out the ball. Haaland. His panic stations there. Echeverri shoots, blocked. There's a great block there by Dallo, and Manu comes away with the ball, thankfully for us. That's Cunha. Into Gyökeres. Back out wide here. Now they're playing Arno Martins. I thought they had him. Some Bumo. Looking for Gyökeres, but really still at the pace to stop him there. Good work there from Dallo. Bruno Fernandes. So Mateusz Cunha with the room to hit one, but it's going to be straight at his fellow compatriot, Haaland, trying to find a way through. Echeverri and Haaland link it up here. Got blocked there by Ugarte though. How we get the ball away rather stupidly there. Brownthwaite, good win back though for him. Ugarte. Here's Gyökeres. Gyökeres with a power shot plus play, so we're going for Frenesso from him, but it's a comfortable save there for Ederson. One more. Oh, Grealish is an incredible day, Grealish. That's just a great goal. Fair enough. Jack Grealish makes it 1-0 before the half-time break. In the 41st minute here, puts them ahead. Beat Joro there, and we just couldn't recover here in time. It's just a great finish from him. But Gyökeres is through here. Gyökeres catches a Man City defender sleeping and makes it level. You're most vulnerable when you just score. And that's what we've just proven there. As Gyökeres puts us back level in this game. It's kind of annoying that I've had to wait to concede to score a goal, because it's just been impossible to score before conceding. But you know, it is what it is. It's actually 25. Kick-off goals are just OP no matter the situation. And we're back level in this game. And we're proving that we're going to be, it's going to be a dogfight here at the Bernabeu for the Champions League. As Gyökeres has got 15 goals in 14 games in this competition. Shirky somehow keeps the ball there. And here's Arno Martins trying to put them back ahead. We'll try to create opportunity to put them back ahead. There's Shirky. That's no more there, Shirky, but it's thankfully slightly affected by Davies. So Bruno Fernandes has started the second half. He can drive with the ball forward. Cunha with space. Cunha hits it left foot attempt. Ederson denies him. It's going to be a corner though. Trying Shirky. Trying to put a bit of skill at Jared Brownthwaite. No nonsense there. Stops him. Ote. And Bumo with room to hit one. He's hit it. Oh, how's he not fouled there from behind? There's a free kick for handball. In a good position for Bruno Fernandes, the captain, to score. Possibly here to put us ahead in the UCL final. Can he do so? Bruno hits it. It's off the wall, but it forces Gyökeres, and Ederson makes a save. Shirky using this tight net dribbling. But Davies sits him down, but there's somebody coming with the ball there, not sure how, but here's Johnny Reinders off the bench. Manu, great challenge against him. Cunha. Not really much to go here, but we're going to just keep driving with the ball here. Matej Cunha is still going with the ball here. Down the wing. He's going all the way. Floats it up. Marquinhos blocks it with Gyökeres. Not so sure what really just happened there, but Bruno hits it. Ederson. There's nowhere to go though. CEO just covering all the good positions, but Cunha in a good position here. Hits it. Cunha wide to the post. That's Branthwaite. Bruno Fernandes. Speaking of Mbeumo, I said he's had a quiet game, but he might have just won. It's the Champions League. I was just about to take him off, but he finds some space. Amad Diallo was about to come on. He might still come on, but I'm now second guessing that decision because Mbeumo just scored. But he gets a bit of space. Rudiger caught sleeping, and Mbeumo have a fantastic run and puts us ahead in this game. You know what, just for the fresh looks, we are going to bring in Amad Diallo, but Mbeumo, that is not going to be forgotten about that he just scored that goal. I would like to bring on Nusa, but Cunha's playing great, and I feel like we do need him still. Penalties is not going to be the biggest loss for us, as Yoro stops him getting through. And here goes Cunha. Like I said, he's having a great game. I can't take him off. With the game he's having, he needs to stay onto the pitch, as he could score here. Matej Cunha. There we go. That's why. And it should be over. The Bernabeu Stadium will pick up a fairly comfortable winning against Real Madrid in. And we could have just won the Champions League against Man City at the Bernabeu, the Kings of the Champions League's home stadium. But we could be back. Gvardiol, nowhere to be seen there, beaten past. I believe that was Gvardiol anyway. Cunha gets a goal. Ederson, who's made great save after great save in this game, shakes his head in disappointment. His defence has become tired and has started letting us through. And now it's just about holding the ball and counting down the minutes that we are to be crowned Champions League champions in. Oh, Nico Gonzalez as well. There's to stop him. Madiolo. Savinho. Haaland. This game could have been different if he scored in the first half when he had the opportunity at the very start. And here he is, Haaland. V. Martinez, it's a great save from Martinez, doing what he did in the UCL final, actually in the World Cup final for Argentina for us, making a big save later on. The game should be done. And there we go. Man United are once again crowned champions of the Champions League, beating the rival City in the final. Does it get any better than that? Cunha and Mbeumo and Gyökeres, all three of our front three scoring the goals. Well, let's cut to the trophy lift. And after this as well, we'll sim to November to see if Gyökeres can win a Ballon d'Or back-to-back. But the quadruple has been won. And let's see the trophy lift. Let's see Bruno lift the Champions League here in a second. I might as well keep it one long clip now. But at the start of the season, I said we could sell Bruno Fernandes, but I felt like he deserved this moment. That's why I kept him. That's why I didn't sell him. I felt like he deserved, for everything he's done for United over the years, I felt like he deserved to win the Champions League in this series for us and lift it. He played a great game in midfield, as usual. He's been a great player for us in this series. We're looking to the stats of the players after this. But we once again crowned champions of the Champions League. And you love to see it. And well, this is a team we have won the quadruple with here in this series. We also won the treble last season with some of the similar players we have in this team. But some of them were sold last season or replaced by new players in the team. But we played incredible. Let's look into the stats of the players and show you how they performed. As Gyökeres last season had 40-something goals and 2 assists. This season, 43 and 13 assists. Bruno Fernandes could be Ballon d'Or worthy as well. 19 and 27. Cunha 17 and 11. And Mbeumo 16 and 5. And other players have been incredible seasons as well. But it's 7th of November. And see if Gyökeres can win the Ballon d'Or. If not, which I feel like he should do, considering he won it last season without us winning the Champions League. So if he doesn't win it this season, with better numbers, and with a Champions League to his name, then it won't make any sense. But, it's FC25 scene, that could happen. I'll do an outro here in a second to record. It's just in case it doesn't happen. But you might be seeing a Ballon d'Or ceremony in a second. If not, you'll see the same screen, just with the outro. And well, here we are for a second season in a row with a Ballon d'Or ceremony with David Beckham, giving it to Victor Joker, who's going to win it back-to-back seasons, which was expected considering, he had better numbers. He won the Champions League. Vinny and Mbappe will get annoyed at being in the same seats as last year, watching Gyökeres lift it for 2 seasons in a row. But he deserves it for both of the seasons he's had. And has won back-to-back Ballon d'Or. So drop in the comments down below where we should go next for the next career mode. And as always, thank you for watching. Check out the other content on the channel, the other career modes and the other rebuilds and Ultimate Team content. And as always, drop a like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And goodbye.